Imagine a creature no bigger than a crow, covered in shimmering feathers and sporting not two, but four wings. A tiny prehistoric daredevil that glided silently through the ancient forests of what is now China. This is Microraptor, a fascinating window into the evolutionary bridge between dinosaurs and birds. Today we're peering into the world of this feathered raptor, from its discovery in anatomy to its evolution, hunting tactics, and how it lived. So sit back and relax as we explore the story of Microraptor, one of nature's most elegant prehistoric flyers. Microraptor was first discovered in the early 2000s in the Jufonting Formation of Liaoning Province, China, an area famous for its exquisitely preserved fossils. The first named species, Microraptor chauinus, was described in 2000, but the most famous species, Microraptor gui, followed in 2003. What made these fossils truly astonishing was their condition: fully articulated skeletons with clear impressions of feathers, even on the limbs and tail. These fossils didn't suggest a feathered dinosaur, they proved it. Microraptor quickly became a centerpiece in the debate over the origin of feathered flight and the evolutionary link between dinosaurs and birds. Microraptor was a small dromaeosaurid theropod, part of the same group that includes Velociraptor, but unlike its more famous cousin, Microraptor was only about 3 feet long and weighed just 2 to 3 pounds. Its most striking feature was its four wings. It had long, feathered limbs, not just on its arms, but on its legs as well. These feathers were asymmetrical, just like modern flight feathers we see in birds today, and it had a long feathered tail, shaped like a modern bird's tail feathers, only a lot longer. Its hands were equipped with 3 curved claws, and it had a sharp toothed snout for catching prey. This was no awkward flyer. It was built for precision gliding between trees. Microraptor sits at a crucial junction in the evolutionary story of birds. It belongs to the clade Paraves, which includes dromaeosaurs, troodontids, and avialans, the lineage that gave rise to the birds. Some paleontologists argue that Microraptor and similar species represent an experimental phase in evolution, trying out various body plans for flight. The four-winged anatomy may not have been the most efficient, but it was an important step in the development of powered flight. Interestingly, Microraptor likely wasn't a direct ancestor of birds, but rather a close cousin, a glimpse into the diversity of feathered and tree-dwelling dinosaurs in the Early Cretaceous. Its discovery helped solidify the theory that birds evolved from small, feathered theropods, and not from reptiles like pterosaurs, but from ground-dwelling predators who learned to leap and glide before mastering the skies. So how did Microraptor survive in this lush prehistoric environment? Its feathered limbs weren't just for show. They allowed it to glide or even fly from tree to tree, giving it access to multiple levels of the forest. It likely launched itself from high branches, spreading all 4 limbs to increase surface area and control. Fossil evidence shows stomach contents including small mammals, fish, and even birds, meaning Microraptor was likely an opportunistic carnivore. It used its agility and element of surprise to ambush its prey. Its long, stiff tail would have acted like a rudder, helping it steer mid-glide, while its claws helped it climb or cling to tree trunks before launching again. Some scientists even speculate it would have used a biplane wing configuration to control descents better than any modern glider alive today. Microraptor lived roughly 120 million years ago in a forested environment rich with biodiversity. The volcanic ash and fine sediments in the Jufotong Formation preserved not just bones, but soft tissues and even melaninsomes, tiny structures that suggest Microraptor's feathers may have been iridescent black, like modern crows. Juvenile fossils show that Microraptor grew relatively quickly and may have lived solitarily or in small groups, gliding from branch to branch to avoid large predators and search for prey. There's little direct evidence of nesting behavior, but given its bird-like features, It's possible Microraptor laid clutches of eggs in tree hollows or protected spaces, much like some modern birds and reptiles. Microraptor was more than just a dinosaur. It was a living experiment in evolution, a creature that blurred the lines between land and sky, between raptor and bird, predator and flyer. Its discovery helped change our understanding of flight and evolution of feathers. It showed us that the dinosaur lineage didn't end in extinction, but took to the skies, transforming into the birds that fill our world today. In a world where size often dominates the prehistoric narrative, Microraptor reminds us that small doesn't mean insignificant. Sometimes it's little things that leave the biggest impact. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the prehistoric skies, be sure to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which dinosaur you'd like us to explore next.